Malia Magnetica presents the super content, Can Betrayal Be Forgiven? The first thing you should consider in a situation of betrayal is what motivated the betrayal. Not that betrayal should have a justification. There are three specific conditions that motivate betrayal. The first is the primitive one, that is, the relationship with the other is purely driven by desire or lust. So the guy goes there, cheats, but that doesn't necessarily compromise him in the long run. It may or may not be a situation that he will carry on in the long or medium term. Now, the second condition, which is the most dangerous, is the emotional one. In other words, somehow the man ends up getting emotionally involved with another woman, a woman who surprises him. In other words, once you're in a very long relationship, people tend to get comfortable. So the relationship falls into a certain monotony, and we like to feel valued, we like to feel loved. And as a third point, it's a condition more related to values, which usually, when a man or woman becomes interested in the other's values, they end up ending that relationship and starting a new one. At that point, the person stops being the lover and becomes the official partner. When we talk about values, we're talking about values related, for example, to family, character, life goals, and existential meaning. So usually in a young relationship, it's two people who are still getting to know each other and even getting to know themselves. The course of the relationship does tend to progress, and it does tend to be better developed and understood. And sometimes things aren't always the way we thought they were. Sometimes values change, a person wants one thing, values another, and this can also lead to the man or woman becoming interested in someone else. The most important thing in all of this isn't whether the families get along, that's common, and actually, that's what we expect to happen. It's not about the length of time either. The big question here is to understand what the motivator is, because if it's emotional, in other words, at the second level, then naturally, this woman will have problems in the future, because the man won't just detach himself for no reason. If it's more primitive, if it happened once, yes, it can happen again, because the man has already shown himself willing to get sexually involved with another woman. Now, emotionally, it's the most dangerous, precisely because both will want to stay in that situation. It's not something you simply decide and forget. It's different from sex, where you decide not to do it and you just don't do it. But with emotional issues, you don't choose for them to happen, they just happen. And afterwards, naturally, you can't just choose to stop feeling anything, because you'll keep feeling it, so it takes a whole process to let go. And then it's up to you to take note of this, observe, think things through, and even make your best decision. Okay? And if you found these tips interesting and want to apply many more like them in your life right now, click the button below or ask for the link via direct message, certainly. By delving much deeper into the essence of these teachings that Vanessa de Oliveira generously shares with you through her courses, you will undoubtedly become a remarkably influential and truly powerful woman. So click the button below or ask for the link via direct message.